So today I'm going to show you how to add 3-digit numbers. Today's strategy is called the base 10 block strategy. We're going to use base 10 blocks to add these numbers together. You'll see that these numbers are 3 digits. That means that I have the hundreds place, tens place, and ones place to be looking at while I add. So the first thing I'm going to do is break each number into base 10 blocks. Now, I don't have base 10 blocks with me in my hands, but what I can do is draw a picture of it to help myself visualize and think about this. So the first problem I have is 223 plus 129. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this number 223 and I'm going to draw it using base 10 blocks. Now, here's how we do it. For hundreds, I'm going to draw one square. Now, we know that that would look like a flat. If we were in our classroom or if we had it in our hands, it would be a flat of 100 cubes. So I'm going to just draw a key for myself over here and maybe for you too to remind yourself. So one flat block equals 100. Now, my tens, they look like this. We call them a long. That is 10 cubes in one, and they were about this big and they're long. So this is equal to 10 cubes. And then for ones, we had one little tiny cube. I don't know if you can see it, but real small, and that equals 1. So now when I'm drawing this, I am going to use these symbols to represent those numbers. So the first number I have is 223. So now I'm going to draw it using these symbols that I just put. So I'm going to start with the hundreds place. I have 200, so I'm going to draw 2 squares, or 2 flats. 1, 2. Now I have 2 in the tens place. So I'm going to draw 2 longs or 2 tens. Okay. And now I have 3 in the ones place. So I'm going to draw 3 cubes. I'm going to section this off so I don't get confused. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now I have 223 in base 10 blocks. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to do the same thing to this number 129. So I'm going to go to the hundreds. I have 100, so I'm going to do 1 flat. Now I have 2 tens. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put the tens right under where the other numbers tens are. 2 tens, okay? And then I have 9 ones. So I'm going to make 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now I'm finished with that, and now I'm going to draw a line just like I'm adding, like I would here if I were adding these numbers, and I'm going to put a plus sign. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the ones place, okay? Now we're going to need to make some trades. So let's start here. So I know that I have 9 here. And now if I add 1 more, I'm going to get 10. And I know that I can trade 10 cubes for 1 long. So I'm going to cross these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to trade them in for a long. I'm just going to put my long over here. And now I'm going to start over. So now I have 1, 2. I have 2 ones. I'm going to put my 2 here. Now I'm going to add up my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 tens. I'm going to put my 5 here. I'm going to add up my hundreds. 1, 2, 3. 3 hundreds. Now I'm at the end of my work. I'm going to circle my answer. My answer is 352. Now, that's how that works. This is, again, just a strategy to see that if you like it, you can use this strategy. When you're doing your own work this week, maybe on another piece of paper, oops, drop my pen, you're going to draw these out. It might help you and it might not. You decide if you like this strategy or not, but definitely give it some practice to see if you get comfortable with it. Now, the tricky part for this is I want you to be careful when you do this, is adding those ones. Remember, what did I do when I noticed that this was greater than 10? I made a trade, and then I went back and started over. Don't let yourself get tricked on that part, but go very slowly and carefully through it. All right, give this strategy a try. This is called the base 10 block strategy. Try your best.